thought 4 was a success.
Well, 4 or 6, yes.
First thing you hear is just very distantly. I thought we'd so we don't.
Too bad. Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing in the middle of what was the end of a combat that wasn't actually quite there. Something like, is the stream catching up? It's still on the starting soon screen, but I mean,
No, it's not.
No, it's caught up for me.
Okay.
I think it's on your end.
I probably just have to refresh or something. Professionalism.
That's
There we go.
us.
That's us. So. Okay.
I like the pug.
Oh yeah. And I unfortunately missed last episode adding something to it, but I got the possum in there. It's all well and good.
It's very good.
Yes. But all right.
You don't pass without saying ye claw.
Oh no, I think I've frozen.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it
That's
happens.
funny.
Very concerned.
Just
I'll show up.
you'll be concerned about during the recap, which is a nice simple fighting in a jungle in the Amazon happened, except it didn't. I mean, the fighting happened, but the Amazon jungle didn't quite. Maybe.
Not with that attitude. Aha! We fixed it.
Excellent.
Back on stream then?
Yeah, you're good.
It seems.
Gosh.
Yep. It seems as soon as your all collective experience ended as soon as Jackson made it out of the stairwell, to which point he ran straight into Sheriff Anderson, standing at the top of the hallway and wondering what the hell is going on. Also,
Okay.
Still Halloween.
it's still Halloween. We still have. Remind us of your costumes, everyone.
Yes, I'm
Boogie
still.
boogie.
Yes, I'm still dressed as Freud.
I keep forgetting Freud.
Me too.
I'm a very elaborately done paper mache, snakes in the hair, braided in there, Medusa.
How well do you
Oh,
think that
yes.
hood stood up to the holy water?
Absolutely. Reinforced. Just
Oh,
in case it rained.
Braids?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
braids would be fine.
Oh no, but the craft that's tied in there.
The paper
Oh, it's waterproof
mache.
on purpose. You know what you're gonna get into.
Yeah, I know my
Paper
stuff.
mache.
But yes,
Paper mache.
as a reminder, in the hallway right now, you're in a very all too familiar hallway that's in the basement of the Roost, which is the athletic center that was old and decrepit and currently being remodeled, where you first met a ghost. Or well,
No, I didn't.
depending on who you ask, you may or may not have met a ghost. Dealt with a crazy security guard, have snuck past two other more normal security guard. Well, at least one other security guard by encouraging a drunken student to do what drunken students do. There's another one down the hall who is currently very tangled up in volleyball
net.
netting. Yep. There.
He's in the middle of the gym, right?
No, you are still in the hallway. He's in the back of the hallway.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he's
and then we're stabbing a mat, which is slightly on fire.
It is not too on fire. I believe.
I'm putting it up.
But
Yeah.
it's not on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a small smolder, and you had that sickening smell of plastic melting. Because, yeah, it's rubber, plastic. It's a wrestling mat. You probably have ringworm now, but that's nothing we have to deal with. But, yeah,
Yeah.
there was a little bit of flaming dagger that was put out on there.
Oh, it's
Honestly,
called
probably
ringworm
smells like
because
just a regular mat.
Yeah, it smells like a regular mat.
it's called ringworm because you're in the
Wrestling
fighting ring. Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's coincidental, but no, it leaves a ring fungal
Yeah, I
infection
know.
rash. Yeah, okay. Just to make sure we're all up to date on our scientific.
If I give a very incorrect fact, it's on purpose because if I don't know something, I won't. No, that's not true. I'll probably lie also. Never mind.
Great, fantastic.
The hallway is. Are there turns or is it just a straight line?
It's a straight line that does have a turnoff. You have a couple rooms that were engineering based, and you know that there was a ye old trophy room or trophy shelf that you all broke into at the end of the hall, which is where you had.
And that's at the dead end, and the sheriff is at the stairs end.
The sheriff is at the stairs end, and the trophy, yeah, it's kind of a storage thing. So this wasn't built with safety in mind, with multiple exits, unfortunately. At least that you know
Me
of.
too. So
So
can he see all of us?
not at all, because right now he is at the top of the staircase, which makes it hard to see you all because the lights have come back on, but they're dim. There's no There's no overhead lights besides whatever emergency lighting is there. And yeah, Jackson is currently. You hear the oof, and then he runs into. What the hell are you doing here?
Okay. I have something to do immediately, and I wanted to make that clear before any more narration happened.
Yeah. And friendly reminder, I like immediately with the, what the hell are you doing? Hit the gun and the Oogie Boogie bugs.
Yes.
Yes. And yes, before I forcibly narrate over what you. No, I'm not going to do that.
No, I always think of something after a session, and then I never write it down, and I always immediately forget. This time I wrote it down because it felt important enough. So, standing up and hopefully extinguishing the last of the fire with my shoes as I do.
For the most part, yeah. Some ashes, whatever.
I am going to play shit up, intentionally stumble run TM, like look like I'm kind of wonky on purpose.
Okay.
Towards the sheriff rather quickly as I'm waving one arm at Harrison behind me saying, "Stay back, stay back." I am...
Just frozen.
Harrison is frozen. I am stumble running towards the sheriff and shouting-ish, loudly speaking. "Is it the sheriff? Sir, I think somebody dosed me. I need you to take me somewhere. I'm seeing shit. Look, please, I need you to take me drug tested or something.
Get in line.
Something's wrong. Help.
Deal with Jackson, then you. And
Help.
also...
Please, sir.
Yeah, persuasion.
I need help.
Persuasion.
Yeah, that's fine. He also, is the law or whatever TM, and so hopefully, please, sir, help should do something. I know it won't, but, whatever.
You never know.
He's a different type of law.
The normal U.S. kind of thing?
If I can, while this is happening, I actually want to go to the security guard.
Oh, right.
And try and help untangle them.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Agility at... agility or whatever other skill you might think is appropriate. At -2, he's flailing.
Excuse me, it's a -1.
Actually, sorry. Excuse me, it's at a -4 because
We have
you're only
24 hours of fatigue, guys.
You have fatigue, yes.
Oh, and
minus
fatigue. So -1 for the fatigue, -4 because you're one-armed.
Oh, that's valid.
Yeah.
So hold on, that's -4 total, or
minus. I'm gonna waylay the him flailing thing because you're already one-armed. So -5 total.
Okay, and that's including the +1.
That is so -4 total because you're an athlete.
Okay.
And I said agility. Should have said something.
Just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4.
All right, you got
Persuasion.
a 4. You got a 17 on notice.
Fuck.
He stares you. Oh, go ahead.
5.
With the penalty.
With the penalty, I exploded on the 6.
Very nice. So yeah, you're actually very quick on the one. You've lived your life with this, I think. And yeah, so it's you know how to untangle knots one-handed, where to pull, da-da-da-da-da. So he's stumbling out as this other conversation is taking place. Still takes a little bit of time because he is he's a 40-year-old man who does not exercise often, who is just flailing about. But yeah, so up there, back to up there, he stares you dead in the eye.
I'm not making eye contact. I'm trying to look as loopy as possible.
That's understandable.
Without overselling it. I know what drunk people look like.
Mm-hmm. Quit the shit. I'll address you after Jackson. Jackson, the hell are you doing on... Now, this goes for both of you, but still. The hell are you doing on a restricted property on Halloween night when a gunshot went off?
I don't know how I got here, sir. Please, I don't know. It's happening.
Jackson's climbing up, too. Look. You go assemble your merry little band. I don't remember much about you except you said something about a pair freshman introduction. So, pair, I know you're friends with Rivers. She has to be here. She's a troublemaker. She's descended from a troublemaker. And someone has a gun. So unless someone with a gun steps forward, I'm going to call an APB, and we're going to treat this like there's someone with a gun. Or someone stole a gun and isn't planning to shoot this place up. And I can arrest him for that. Because sure as hell, I'm not having some Rambo little ass running around trying to be the law, and he's going to start ranting for a bit that everyone can hear down there.
Okay, I was going to ask if I could hear.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Sir,
definitely.
Sir, the half-life of acid is less than 4 hours. I need you to get me drug tested before it disappears out my system. I need to find out who did this to me. I do not feel okay at all.
He
grabs you. I'm going to go to my knees.
Yep, he grabs you back up then and just... He has no concept of personal space, smell.
No, I'm letting him hold me. Like, if he let go, I would fall down.
Oh, going limp.
Yeah.
Well, he's struggling then. He's struggling. And unfortunately, Jackson is not being useful right now. And is...
Right. I don't think he would help with the lie even if he tried, so it's fine.
Yes. But I don't smell alcohol. And I know there ain't gonna be no drink party down there.
No, sir, I think someone dosed me. I thought I was in a forest. I don't know how I got here.
You didn't come through that door right there after...
There were trees, sir, a minute ago. I'm really scared.
All right, then. He's going to get out a little ticket tab. And he's going to quickly write something up. You don't see... Well, if anything, you're going to talk to a judge later. Here you go, and here Jackson goes. And Jackson, you're going to get me her name. It was Cassie. Keri, like Fisher.
Not at all like Fisher, but I'll take the compliment.
All right, Keri, Jackson, you're going to talk to a judge. Whatever else I find down there is going to come down on both of y'all, unless you help me out. Figure out what's down there. And then it might just be a simple trespassing. Instead of, I don't know, unlawful possession of firearm, assaulting a security guard, possibly assaulting whoever the hell fell down out there, missing 3 teeth, broken nose. He says he was drunken, but we ain't going to get a statement out of him until he gets done with his, why is my brain stop?
Detox?
Detox and painkillers. And oh boy, is he going to be out for a while with that one. So, y'all can come follow me down, or I can pin you with whatever else I find down there. Jackson,
Sure.
Yeah.
I know nothing about a gun, sir. I don't know what's going on.
Of course you don't. No one does. Stay here then and see what happens. He's gonna... kind of awkward. This is
Does he let go?
Yes, he does let go.
I will fall down.
The stairs?
Yeah. Yep. Couple. I didn't go like all the way up the stairs, but I will fall down 1 or 2 for the effect. Absolutely.
Okay. You fall on down, take a d6 plus 1 of damage. 6 damage. I think that only shakes you.
Well, that's a lot of damage.
That's fine. I just get out of it in a turn, right?
Yeah, basically you're a little banged up, but nothing too terrible. No blood.
You're like faking it, and then you're actually like, oh god, actually, hang on.
And he
hit my funny bone on the way down.
Yep. And the sheriff does have the obese hindrance, so this is indeed a big man who is... Oh, fuck. He's going to kind of walk on down the stairs and try and crouch, bend to get you up while he starts to look down the hallway. Harrison, were you hiding or anything?
That's the thing.
I was about to ask, I tried to give time.
Jacob is... Yeah, while this is going on, Jacob is screaming a million things to do, but Harrison hesitates in stressful situations. But I don't know if Sheriff would... Like, that's a stressful situation, but one also that she knows to act on.
Yeah.
I guess, like, I just would sit there frozen and, like, keep darting eyes back and forth with Marshall as that whole conversation went on.
But remember,
And
I went to... I went to help the
Oh,
one
the
security
security
guard.
I would have put my knife back in wherever my pocket where I keep them.
Yeah.
Before I walked over.
I'll allow it.
No sound.
Could
Sean?
not hear.
Oh, no.
Nope,
No,
you're
I
back
have
now.
sound.
Yep.
Okay, I said I'll
Sorry.
allow it. Maybe I'm
Left
mumbling
side
or
Sean tried to
something.
intervene. It was, I guess, just frozen for that whole conversation, and then, like, the minute I realized that he's not buying it, he's gonna walk down here, and I kind of hear him struggling with getting past Keri. I'm gonna grab my jacket because I tossed it very dramatically. It now has a hole in it. Just try to, put the yardstick back in the sheath, and then like basically become normal Harrison as I can. And I think I'm just gonna. Lots of things I want to do, but I think I'm just going to stand here and panic until he's about at the door. Because I don't want to leave everybody, but also.
But
Sheriff.
also,
Well, luckily for you, the fall in Keri is a decent enough. You have time to look at the sheriff as he is doing the awkward fat man
Oh, thank
crouch.
yeah, especially because I'm wearing Heelys, so I am slipping when he is trying to get me to stand up.
God damn it! What? No, you. Where are the wheels? Why the hell do they put wheels in these goddamn things?
So, can I take that time to see if there's a good place for me to hide that's
Oh, yeah.
not just leaving?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rooms. There's piping. There's the wrestling mats. Wrestling mat.
Yeah, not the one on fire.
I don't.
I
There's
put it
one.
up.
One partially on fire, but then also part again. Like as much as I said, ringworm doesn't matter. Maybe ringworm matters if you hide behind it.
Ew.
Ugh.
So I'm going to take one of the notebooks out of my bag and like 3 or 4 of the pencils. Go near the exit. Like, because there's only one way in and out of this room, right?
Yeah, and basically he's the bottom of the. This is a basement level, and he's at the bottom of a staircase, fumbling with Keri, that leads up and out to the gym, to the greater gym area.
Never mind. I was gonna leave him a false trail, but I don't want him to know even he was ever here. So
Yeah. Right now, there's a couple doors to those various rooms you had in the past. Down the hall and slightly around the corner is the whole volleyball net storage mess. How the hell the guard got down there, you don't even know. But he's down there, so Law is technically out of sight right now, though you know where he went.
if I went into the room, could I get to Marshal without the sheriff seeing me?
Possibly. Now that you've hesitated,
Yeah,
appropriate
naturally,
for
yeah.
your situation, actually. Have a Benny for playing up your character flaw.
Yay!
But still. So you're going to need to roll stealth versus his perception just because you waited.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Does he roll a new one for that?
Oh, yeah, he rolls a new one. Yeah. No, this is a
Okay.
new opposed situation. I'm not going to. Like, as much as I'd like the knowledge rolls to kind of carry, but that makes sense in my head because,
Oh,
you
yeah,
knew the one
'cause it's a
thing.
train of
You're
thought.
probably going to know another thing. But if you're trying to perceive a new thing, it's a new roll.
Okay,
In
just
fact-
making sure
Yeah.
because that 17 is yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, if you ever try to stealth up behind a character or a person, there is you roll stealth. You have to roll stealth again once you get within 30 feet of them for a reason to try and get the drop on them.
Oh,
So there's like a-
interesting.
yeah,
That
so-
makes sense.
Yeah, so I think there's like a general stealth of just this is how quiet or loud you're being. And then if you're trying to get behind them, well, now they have a chance to pick up the crunching leaves or the branches and whatnot. But that's only if you're trying to get the drop on someone and try and cold clock them, something like that. If someone needs to do that, I can try and pull up the rules. I think there's a noir setting that uses them.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, man. I'm still hesitating because, like, out of all, again, I've spent most of my life sneaking around, not making sound, but this dude's a different dude. Like, he's dude with a capital Do, and so.
But
But
not with the
I
capital
don't think
L.
there's. I don't think there's a good enough hiding spot where I am now, which sucks. So I'd
Not right
rather
now.
be.
This- Yeah, this is just your general how quiet can you be doing this.
Yeah, so that's what we'll have to do is just
Yeah.
try to get down there to the room of Marshal.
Yeah,
without
there's
him
no
seeing
handy
me.
dandy
I'm at the end of the hall, not.
end of the hall, round out of
In-
sight.
yeah,
though.
that area. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Alright, so that's just stealth, you said?
Yes. Because he got a 5.
And I'm going to use that Benny you just gave me,
All right.
because that was a real bad.
Yikes.
I also got a 5.
What
Okay. I believe you are setting the DC for him to meet. So I'm going to say he's not going to identify you outright, but also because, as much as you're standard Harrison, the Medusa thing's going to throw off anyone who knows you.
Right.
But,
That's true.
Yeah. But he knows there's someone else. He has confirmation there's someone else down there. But you notice that he doesn't pursue right away. More that he grumbles with the person fumbling in front of him. I'm going to goddamn trip over you if you keep this up. Just get to the side. I'll get whoever's next. Soon.
I'll work my way down that way and into where the so you said it's like a storage room that has like the volleyball net and such?
Yeah, storage hallway, basically. They didn't have another room, but there's like a half a hallway that just has crap.
Just has crap.
Volleyball stuff, poles. There's no ball storage. That's all up top with nettings. The not weird things, but the things they gotta bring it. Like there's little, not lacrosse nets, but I think they're lacrosse nets actually. Little triangle nets. Yeah. Lacrosse
Or like
nets.
the little practice soccer nets.
Yeah, it's all that stuff that's kind of bulky, has to be out of the way, but just in case the gym class needs it or practice such and such needs it.
So, fun question. How long do I have, roughly, do you think? Would I have a sense of how long it's going to take him before he gets to the end of this hallway? To where I'm at?
If he were to, well, his pace is one less than normal because he is fat. He is obese. But so
It's the way you said that.
Because he is fat. Oh, well.
He has
The
the
game
hindrance
says
obese.
so.
The game says so. So his pace is 5, his running die is D4. But so if he were to walk the hallway, it would take more time than it would take you two.
Okay.
But it would probably take a good 3-4
'Cause,
rounds.
yeah.
If he immediately went with uninterrupted 3-4 rounds, almost a half a minute of.
So,
If he sprinted it, maybe a little faster.
okay, so while he has not directly done anything to me,
You notice the glance in your direction, though,
right?
but without recognition.
Because he's enemy major, he's my major hindrance. I'm gonna use that to fill in my minor hindrance of vengeful, because he hasn't really done anything, but he's also like, I'm not gonna give him a chance to.
Reasonable.
So, can I use my knowledge of, my set design, building and crafting major, to like literally make a Scooby-Doo trap for out of the nets and such, even if it's just to maybe I can't remember what they're called. My brain's saying bola, but I don't think that's correct. Like a net, and then it's weighed down with like a pole on each side or something, and then just tip it over right as he turns the corner.
Yeah, I'll let that be supplemented by what would normally be repair. Go for it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And then yes, while you're rolling, you were raising your hand.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't sound like I was retconning something helpful later on. As soon as the sheriff turns his back to me, I am taking out the digital camera in my pocket and placing it on the stairs to record the hallway, both sound and video, just in case.
Reasonable, yeah.
And then, once it is recording, I will once again say, Sheriff, please, I think someone drugged me. I really should go somewhere.
And then his final comment will be, then Jackson can take you somewhere. Right now, Jackson. Get on it.
I don't know, Jackson, with those two, sir, that's real scary.
What?
I said, I don't know.
No, that's
No, that
Jackson.
was
That's
Jackson.
Jackson. What?
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know. Could have been anything.
All right. Keeping that in mind. But for now, then, yeah. What'd you roll?
A 5.
Okay, so you're able to construct this. You're able to construct this volleyball net trap as soon as Law has freed the other man from his own from that same volleyball net.
So what the hell?
Yeah, I just ignore you completely. I'm working around you.
What?
In like a frantic hyper focus. Eyes are still normally when I focus, you can see me just sort of do the lock in, almost narrow eyed. These are just wide as saucers, like panic.
All right. Well, that man dusts himself off. Well, Thank you. Sir. Thank you, sir.
Name's Marshal. Maybe you heard me.
I haven't yet, but I guess I have. Thank you, Law. I'm Larry. And,
Pleasure, Larry. Hey, and I know I'm not supposed to be here, but, you wouldn't happen to have seen someone, like, run down this hallway, would you?
no.
Is that, like, admittedly, I got my gun, but, I did get permission from the coach for vomit hunting season. And some jackass stole it, and I heard gunshots. I was gonna report it, but then I heard gunshots and ran.
All right, roll persuasion.
Fucking smart.
Absolutely. What the fuck's persuasion?
Is it easier to con the security guard?
Probably.
I exploded on the D4.
Woo!
Let's go.
It's a 1 in 4 chance it explodes. It's sometimes nice.
6.
All right, he got a 3. Well, shoot. I can't believe someone did that.
Literally.
Well, hopefully they didn't shoot. You sure someone did? I mean, it was a little weird back there, but I mean, I didn't see nobody go by, but we got to check these side rooms. We got to. All right.
I absolutely. I will let you know. Like I said, I got it on me. I got it back. Found it on the floor.
Oh.
So I think
I need-
they like fired it and like, you know,
I need description of the perp, please.
seemed to be kind of like taller, maybe like 5'10". Seemed to be male build, slightly athletic. If I had to guess, they were probably Caucasian. It's a little hard to see down here. You know?
As he writes, Jack. So. No, continue on.
Got him.
Appeared to be wearing what looked like a hoodie, with probably sweatpants or some sort of like other athletic wear.
All right, I gotta call this. Hand 1 second, kids. He's gonna get the walkie-talkie out. We have someone who has stolen and then abandoned a firearm down here in the athletic center. We have issue. He's somewhere there. We need someone to lock down this place or something. But I need to get out first. We need to evacuate first, and then we lock down or something like that. I mean, I don't know. We just need help. And you hear the echo around the corner coming off of the sheriff's. What tarnation?
Fucking fantastic.
God damn it.
I'm gonna offer my hand and to arms, like, you know, I know just got out. You seem fine, but I'd feel more comfortable if you relied on me a little bit.
Well, I appreciate the help, but we can get out here together. It'll all be okay. As he gets up and triggers the No, I'm kidding.
No.
But he then you two better come with me then, and we'll get out of here real quick. I'll go get the sheriff because he stopped in after the other guy after Paul called the ambulance for, I don't know whoever that poor guy is. His face was wrecked. Like, holy shit, there was so much blood. His nose was like this.
This poor man is having a day.
Yeah, poor man is having a day after detox and all that other stuff that's going to be happening. I think his stomach's going to get pumped.
Ooh, poor guy.
Oh, poor guy. But come on. And he ushers you all out around the corner.
Can I do my best to stay behind?
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if I just ignored him? Just kept focusing on my thing, or because that's kind of what I'm hyper focused on. But is he gonna
you complete
grab
it?
Me and take?
Well, you complete it. He's motions law forward, and then, lady, come on, miss, hello, sir. Law? What's their name?
Harrison, come on.
Harrison.
And I'm just gonna tap her on the shoulder, back of the hand tap, you know.
Maybe could you make sure that the way is clear first? I have a bad history with guns.
Oh, I'm
Like
sorry.
again, eyes looking down to the side.
I'm sorry, little lady. Of course, I can't. He steps out. Oh, Sheriff, you're down here. We need to lock down. We need to get out of here fast to lock down this place because there's a thief who has stolen a firearm, but then he abandoned the firearm. But then our good friend Law here got back, and they helped me out of this little tangled mess I was in. I mean, I assume whoever did it pushed me into it or something. I think it was a strange. Shut up. You're saying there's someone who stole a gun, and it fired a gun, and abandoned a gun. Yeah. God damn it. And that Law kid is the one who told you that? Yeah?
Yes, sir. If I may, it was admittedly it was my firearm that was stolen. The coach let me take it for varmint season. Someone stole it, and I chased him here. I gave a description to Lara here.
He is a medium-build Caucasian man, athletic. Turns to Jackson. Wearing a hoodie? Oh, okay. And sweatpants or something like that. And there's someone on the loose. We gotta shut down campus or something. It's not gonna be a good time if we let this whole thing continue on. I get it.
Keri's still writhing in the background.
Oh yeah, no, I will continue to act and bullshit. It's fine.
Fine. Larry, help Keri, and then Jackson, and get them out of here. You're all still getting trespassing fines. Both Keri and Jackson. Law, we're going to have to talk. You might have to take some firearm safety classes or something.
Absolutely. Whatever I gotta do. Like I said, admittedly, it is my fault that it got stolen. I take full responsibility for that.
Is there anywhere I can hide while this conversation's going on? Can I go Star Wars
You can
Episode
try
1
and help
ventilation
me.
shaft? Is there a window to jump out of? Like, anything?
I am in the background by the stairs, kind of attempting to hold myself up, and mumbling about trespassing charges for going into the forest.
And don't forget the last little lady over there.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping was like for them to do that, and then I'm gone when they turn and look.
It would be another stealth roll. Say it -2 just because of how fast you then have to act.
Yep, that's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be just fine. Ooh, maybe 11. Oh wait, -2, 9.
He got a 9 as well.
Fuck!
I hate everything. So I'm like finishing the plan in my head when everybody turns to look. It's just sort of shit. Like just to myself. Before I go out, before I walk out, I did want to take my I have that crafted sling and just make like almost like a graffiti artist mask. So it's just the eyes. I'm hoping that between the mask and the hair all done up, it's not a complete giveaway.
Okay.
I don't know if that would be stealth or crafting.
I guess as much as I don't use the same skill again and again and again, stealth is the most appropriate. It's one of the flaws of having it's condensed skill system. But yeah, roll stealth to disguise yourself.
Is it still -2?
Still -2 just because this is hasty. Well, that's hasty. -1. That's hasty, but the Medusa outfit is not.
Okay.
And he's gonna roll smarts just off of memory recognition. I was like, crap. Where's his smarts? Oh, okay. What'd you get?
5.
He got a 9 again.
Yeah, I figured it would be pretty high.
Yeah,
so I've still got it on.
You still got it on, but still, then he
not necessarily hiding either.
Then it is the rivers.
And just sort of again, not cowering, but not eye contact either. Just sort of a.
You some sort of accomplice to this gun thief? You trying to smuggle those now? Your father did some crazy shit, but gun smuggling would be something else. A new level for his spawn.
No smuggling, sir.
You sure about that? As he steps closer inside the personal space bubble.
Yes, sir. All the body language is the same, but it's that yes, sir, is the Harrison that you heard go all anime on a monster. Like, just real quick. A little, yes, sir. But still, down to the side.
All right, then. Everyone else, get on out of here. Like I said, trespassing. Rivers, we're going down for questioning just to make sure you didn't witness anything about this, or make sure that to get any details about witnessing this crime that you may or may not have.
I've been alongside Mr. Marshal, so I believe he's required to come with me for any statement. Like, a little pause, and then, like, that's the first, not eye contact, but just looking up, like, especially because, like making a point that Larry is standing there between us, or not between us because he's so close, but...
It's a lot of portly men in a small hallway. But, fine. Both of you are going to follow me to my vehicle. The rest of you get the young... Get the little lady out of here and over to the nurse, so that way she can get whatever's needed out of her.
5'10".
Yeah, unfortunately, it's an age thing.
Compared to him, you're little.
Everybody's little to him.
That's
Exactly.
fair.
And also, and again, it's everyone's little lady, young man, or
And then,
young boy, or
Little
boy,
bitch.
boy.
Just I kind of shoot Marshall an apology again because everything's covered from here down, so it's just like an apologetic look of like, sorry, it was the only card I had, but then I just kind of go back to the panic eyes and the spacing out.
Just gonna do like the shrug.
Yeah, I didn't think you would care.
Reasonable.
I was gonna come up with a different excuse, but like that's a perfectly valid.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Then Larry, write these two up for trespassing, and so you both get tickets for $50 fines, but Keri and Jackson. And then he's going to motion for you two to walk ahead of him out of the building. Well, he then picks up his microphone and does the... All right.
I will sort of scramble in a fake attempt to stand up and put the camera still running in my pocket for now.
All right. Roll basic stealth.
I guess on our way out, I whispered to Marshall, "Is she okay?"
Okay. Yeah, she's fine.
You got a 4.
My stealth is... Alright. 9.
You couldn't let Harrison get that roll earlier. No, I can't. Yeah, easy. No one notices, and you're confident no one's noticed. But yeah, honestly, by the time you guys get out of the building, it seems you hear sirens in the distance, and he slams the door, and the sheriff slams the door shut.
Is someone carrying me?
Jackson and Larry are both got you on either side. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of a weird either side because again the hallway's a little thin, so the stairs is a whole awkward affair that sheriff's just standing there tapping his foot to, but he's got to let this whole pratfall play out and
just awkwardly standing there,
more or less. Yeah, Larry's Jackson. No, sir, you gotta no left. Come on, I mean I can't fit on her side. Just hold her shoulder. I'll be here in case something happens. It's a whole fumbling affair. But you get out. Everyone.
I'm sure the sheriff could carry me. The law should be able to help. No offense, Marshal. I think that I asked him for help, and then he kept talking, and
it's okay. I'm campus security.
We're not in the forest anymore.
I'm campus security. It's all gonna be fine. We're gonna help you out. We're gonna find out whoever.
Flashing the badge.
Flashing the smaller badge.
I've heard that before. And
we're gonna get him, and we're not going to ignore this problem whenever this thing does come up again.
And we're not gonna blame you for it, like most call it.
Not at all. No, we ain't gonna blame you. We're going to completely believe everything you say because this is a fantasy world. And we're allowed to live out our fantasies.
Fucking right.
Even if this is an investigation that goes nowhere, but that's okay. We will still believe whatever is happening when they're with your forest in your happy little place. That's your happy place, so be it.
No, I didn't want to go. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go here. I'm just.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's
It drags out
I won't
much
force
longer.
you to continue role playing me faking intoxication, but it continues.
yes. It continues, and they get all the way again. Well, Larry stays to stay guard because the sheriff says, "All right, if there's someone in there, he's got to go through you to get out. He has no weapons, so you should be fine. Have your taser handy. Backup will be away soon. Jackson, get her where she needs to be, and Jackson will take you by the shoulder, and he will get you where he thinks you need to be, and far away from all this."
I will attempt to do my best teary, start to cry, voice shaking, like, he said he would keep me safe, and now you're making him stay there. And
Damn it. Fine.
I don't.
I'll stay till backup arrives with these two troublemakers, and Larry will go with you. Yes, sir. And he is going to, and all three of you are going to the campus, whatever it's called. It's been far too long. Nurse campus, medical.
Hi, I'm Nurse Campus.
Nurse campus.
I don't remember. I mostly went there for therapy.
Yeah, same.
There's some sort of
The wellness center.
wellness
Yeah.
center. Yes. If you weren't Max Benny's, I would give you one for remembering the thing that we were all struggling to remember.
Hi, I'm Max Benny's.
Maximilian
Hi, Max.
Bennies.
Indeed. So, Mhm.
I genuinely do not know this. Would a college campus health center have drug testing?
Some do.
some do. In the mythical year of
ye-
2007 in Texas, I'm not sure.
I'm
in-
hoping not, because I really want the 4 hours to run out of what I told the sheriff the half-life was of acid, because I looked it up.
It's some campuses do, but in general, it's like basic stuff, like
Yeah,
weed is, so you'd probably have to be sent to the hospital.
which is good because that'll take a lot of time.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that Keri manages to stall for 4 hours before anything.
Well, I mean, the sheriff also doesn't know how long it's been.
Yeah.
It's been, I don't know either, but
1 week since.
the half-life of acid is 3.6 hours.
That's nowhere near 4 hours. That's a less enjoyable time.
Exactly, it's even less. It's better.
Look, Larry's got the, I won't say superhero complex, but he's saving you, so he's doing
Oh,
his
that's
job.
fine. I'm
So-
gonna play into it. That's okay with me.
Don't do acid, kid.
Yes, exactly.
Or dude, just be safe.
Have a buddy, have a trip
We
buddy.
do not condone.
Or 3.
We do not condone.
Don't look in the mirror.
dangerous practice.
Or your hands.
Mm.
Or is that shrooms? Either way,
Similar.
Don't
You-
watch. Don't hug me. I'm scared.
or do.
Not when you're continuing
Moving
on.
Or Mob Psycho 100.
No, that's the best idea.
Oh, I don't know.
Ironically, funnily enough, on a very related note, one of my friends did end up tripping, in college,
Mhm.
and I didn't know he was tripping at the time because he was always crazy.
I knew people like that in college. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was like, "Kurt, show me something really weird." I was like, "Okay."
Oh no.
And so I showed "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" and "Potato Knishes."
Did you fuck him up?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Yet to see him again.
I would have showed him the eggnog one.
I don't think too many cooks came out by that point. Way back
Oh.
when.
The
Sponsor
ring
us
pop commercial.
drugs?
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
so yes, it is going to be unfortunately, I'm shunting you out of here, out of the scene, because yes,
No, that's fine.
we're going to. You two are getting a ride in the back of the cop car, or the sheriff's vehicle, slightly different. But because there are other sirens all throughout campus going on now because of that APB going out, that there's a possible thief and or assault. I don't know what the exact phrase would be.
Assailant.
Assailant, yes. Or because vandal seems too benign for someone who's
Hoodlum.
stolen a gun, shot in a gun, but then abandoned said firearm. So there's a criminal. There's a
Perpetrator.
perpetrator. He's a shooter. I guess it's still an active shooter situation. Not to be too
Yeah.
topical. Thanks, guys.
Probably. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
15 years ago.
15 years ago, it wasn't topical, so that's why it's
Yeah.
being treated. Anyway. But yeah, so you can basically look out across campus, and what is normally a calmer Halloween night is now the sky is filled with red and blue, as there are cars going back and forth, and just you two in the back sitting quietly as you're going down to the center. You're going down to the police station. Thank you. Going down to the station. At which point you're getting in throughout the entire ride. If this shooter thing is bullshit, I swear on your mother's grave, I'm gonna fry him. He's going to.
Does he say on your mother's grave?
He does. It doesn't seem to be directed at either or, but that is what comes out of his mouth.
Okay, and we're in the back seat.
You were in the back seat.
I'm not really listening to him, although that comment is likely noted.
It could be the thing like where you pick your name out, or when someone says your name in a crowd.
Yeah, it's a I do want to look on. So you know how the headrest of the front seat is separated from where your body is.
Yep.
A little bit. I'm gonna glance underneath it and see if my father's initials are there, like he always said they were.
They are.
Fantastic.
Under both front seats, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I just nod to myself and sit there quietly.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you're in a campus and town's a little ways away, you're gonna get a nice little. Do you know how many times your father rode in this vehicle?
I know the exact number of times, or at least the exact number that he told me.
Mm-hmm.
So, insert number here.
62.
He's going to insert that number -2. Still, close enough. But still, it's going to be like 25 times. 25 different times that I caught him driving around like a madman, or vandalizing in various places and running. He was running booze. God damn. And you're constantly running guns.
Could I roll either a smarts or a spirit or a vigor to keep my temper? To keep my father's temper behind. I don't know what that would. That's your call.
That'd be a spirit thing, and have a Benny because you're imposing this on yourself.
I'm okay with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spirit, and with the comment earlier, I'm going to put it at -1.
Okay.
Don't forget the fatigue.
I already did.
So -2 total.
Yeah.
Okay. So -2 makes that a 1. So
All right. Not a crit failure unless it's both of one.
I'm not gonna blow up at him, but just again, kind of absent-mindedly staring out the window, just sort of. Well, if you caught him so many times, that means he got away that many times. So.
Got away that many. What the hell do you mean by that? I caught him every time he did something. Every single time he tried a crazy stunt.
But he still got out for you to catch him again.
Because I can't throw a student in jail without some serious offense, such as a shooting. What I can do is I can keep it. Well, I can't throw him in prison technically. I can keep him in jail to keep him out of trouble for a weekend until he meets with the DEA, not judge. Till he meets with the judge. And at that point, she's gonna arrange something. They'll come to either a deal if the DEA has anything to say about it, which half the time he did, and it's going to result in some sort of fine, and he's going to go on his merry little way to not learn his lesson again.
And then it'll after he's done, just sort of, no, you did a good job. And that's it. Just still staring out the window.
You could almost feel like he was about to say something, but then,
Marshall, that's the most That's the most Keri that Harrison has ever sounded. Like there was some bite and some arsenic behind that.
I'd
I respect it.
yeah, I would, nudge with the elbow, but
He made sure to seat you on opposite side or opposite
Yeah.
side, so your arm is not going to be within range.
Next level dickery.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking right.
and Marshall's sitting like super awkward because they're like really cramped in the back.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Which arm are you missing?
My left.
Okay.
So yeah, you're on the right, and then that also happens to put Harrison behind the driver's seat, which makes most sense. Obviously
Yeah.
planned out ahead of time, and not at all.
That's what I was
coincidence.
wondering.
I'll just flash a smile.
All right. And he's going to continue grumbling, occasionally checking in with the radio with what's going on, status on Aldous, and nothing's coming up, all that. And eventually get to the station. He's going to... And as you're getting out of the vehicle, now, I hope you can play nice with the people in the drunk tank. I'm going to question you all separately.
Drunk tank.
Oh yeah.
That's what
Oh,
it's
yeah.
called.
Did not
So-
know that.
Oh yeah.
For-
And especially on Halloween, that shit packed.
So,
Valid.
I'm gonna start with you, Marshall, and then I'm gonna save Rivers for last. So, getting into the station is really darn busy now. Usually in a smaller town, in a small rural town, it isn't. But right now, it seems that people are coming in from what might have been off shift. There's running about, calls being made. Whoever's operator is basically on. They constantly going checking in on this. What's this like? What's this like? And going back and forth all over the place. It seems that there must have been a big bust earlier because you have the entirety of the Scooby-Doo gang minus Velma, in the drunk tank.
Oops.
Fantastic.
And then there's also a couple other Disney characters. You see a Woody and a Buzz too. The Woody's decent because it's an easier costume. The Buzz is cardboard boxes. Yeah.
The only time I pay attention to or acknowledge anything in the station besides just checking out and minding my own is the fleeting like disappointment in the craft for about a half second. Just sort of,
That's funny.
and then yeah, I'm checked out usually.
That's reasonable. And yeah, you can notice that the Scooby-Doo gang is rather beat up too. Not you don't know why. It's not as bad as Velma must have been, but they black eyes, fat lips. Something happened there. And yeah, but he's gonna shoo you in there, slam the door behind you, and motion for Marshall to follow him as you go towards an interrogation room.
Absolutely, I follow.
All right. And fortunately, it's late enough at night, Harrison, that most of them are unconscious in some way, shape, or form.
I'm in hell.
Yeah. Scooby says, "Rice restroom, rice restroom."
Nothing. Just
Okay.
Phenomenal.
So, Law, sit down.
Absolutely. I'm gonna pull out the chair, take a seat, hand on the table.
Can you present us with the firearm in question that was stolen from you and then somehow abandoned?
Absolutely, I can, sir. And I'm gonna dig around in the Oogie Boogie bugs, and I'm gonna, proper firearm safety, like unload it, make like yada yada.
Oh, give me the magazine.
Gonna set the gun on the table, push it forward.
All right. He checks it over. There's no NCIS. Like he's just grabbing it. It's like, all right, two shots were fired. I believe it was 2 shots, right?
Yes.
Yep. 2 shots fired, confirmed. Looking over, just all right. So, how did you get permission again to acquire this firearm on campus?
Well, I am actually currently part of the college's shooting team. Oh, sorry, I lost the accent there.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm actually currently on the campus shooting team. I was top performer of the team at the last competition. Humble brag. And the coach did give me permission to take out the gun for varmint season.
All right, he's writing down. All right, coach, got it. And how did you lose the firearm? Where did you have it stored on your person when it was stolen? How was it stolen?
Well, I originally had it in the holster on the side. I thought it was deep enough in my costume to, you know, deter any potential thefts.
How the hell they reach past all the oogie boogie to get to the gun?
To be fair, it's just paper mache.
Well, these...
It's making so much noise every time you move.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
All right, stand up, turn around, let me see the whole costume.
Absolutely. I'm gonna stand up, do the arm out, do like the slow twirl.
He's all right. Damage minimal. Did not rip through the costume. They must have. How did so? Where are the seams? Where can someone look in there and acquire that firearm without ripping that costume?
Well, as you can see, and I'm gonna like, it's like a little, whatever, like flap, basically that was like Velcro.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a little loud. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Yeah. As you can see, it's it ain't a perfect seal, but it is a top piece and a bottom piece. The pants are separate.
So, describe to me the situation where someone can get close enough to you that they reach down your pants and acquire your firearm.
Absolutely. So, admittedly, it is Halloween, and as you probably tell from the drunk tank, a lot of intoxicated people, and normally one doesn't pay too much mind when a drunk person kind of stumbles into you. But when they stumble into you and kind of reach their hand down your pants, you get a little bit of cause for concern. Admittedly, I did not notice they had taken the weapon at first once over.
Where did this occur again?
It was on campus. We were making our way to a...
Where exactly on campus did this incident occur?
Remind me, is there like a hill or whatever going towards the...
It's relatively
The
flat.
roost.
The roost.
Roost.
It's relatively flat. This is rural Texas. Their hills are few and far between.
Are you
Cemeteries.
trying to think of somewhere that doesn't have cameras?
Oh, no, I constantly think of like the college campus I was on and like
that's
reference,
understandable.
and we had like
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
big
picturing
ass,
this whole time too.
and we
Right.
had like a big ass hill.
That's understandable. So, unfortunately, picture that, but flatten everything out.
Yeah. Well, I was on my way from the dorm to meet up with everyone. I passed my dorm, went past Keri and Harrison's dorm on the way towards the roost.
Mm-hmm.
On that path down that way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was approximately 10 minutes away from the roost in terms of walking when this event happened, and as we met up and got to the area around the roost, I heard the gunshots and double checked my gun had gone missing. Went down to investigate, and
So this is after you met up with Rivers and Keri.
Kind of. I had seen them, they were in sight, and I kind of just went. And normally when I go running, they know something is wrong. And Harrison usually follows me because if something's going wrong, they kind of need a confident person to be there with them.
That's understandable, I suppose. So, getting this straight. So, someone had bumped into you and reached down your pants while you're in a dark in the field in the path between dormitories near the roost. And
Correct. About 10 minutes away from the roost.
And then you did not follow him until after gunshots went off.
No, we were heading down the roost anyways. I didn't realize I had taken anything.
So you
And then
originally
once we
planned
were-
on trespassing.
No, we were meeting up near there because it's, a very good, center point to meet at.
Also,
Everyone
roll
knows
some
where the roost
persuasion.
is.
Roll some persuasion for this
There
entire
it is.
story.
Absolutely. Everyone knows where the roost is.
The big roll TM.
Yeah, because
I exploded on the floor again.
before carry you.
6.
Is that including the fatigue?
Yes.
Damn.
It would have been 7 otherwise.
You got a 5.
Thank fuck.
Score 1 for lying.
He's eyeing you up.
Confidence really sells it.
It does help sell it. All right. So that went to you. Who do you believe? Do you believe anyone was the target of this shooting?
Well, given what I found once I arrived on scene, I have reason to believe it might have been Larry was the target, like someone had it out for Larry. Uh, Larry being the security guard who was down there with us when you found us.
And this all just happened to happen when Paul was treating an injured student, so he did not notice a group of students run in.
I didn't know that off the top. Like, look, oh my God, talking hard. If I'm being
It's
honest,
difficult.
I wasn't too certain that there was an injured student. And given uh,
Nature.
the nature of the two events,
Hmm.
I believe it might actually be possible. It could have been the same person.
Velma does not match, well, sorry, whoever the hell was dressed as Velma did not match the description of your previous.
No, I mean the person who hurt Velma. I'm assuming someone like jumped them.
We ain't getting that statement for a while, but I will have to
It
keep
was
that in
himself.
mind.
Obviously, if no one jumped them, then that is out the window. But given the nature of the two events, between a gun, like shots being fired on campus and a student being injured, there could be some correlation in my mind.
Fucking smart. Good job.
All right. And so you went down there after the shots had been fired, and then where did you find your firearm after said shots were fired?
The firearm was on the floor in the hallway of which you found us. It was near where Lara was. Just past the what's the
It's like
room number?
Oh, well, the it wasn't room number 12, as y'all got a 12 on the bottom of your seats, which made you go.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, you could collectively refer to it as 12, but otherwise it's just a storage area, and then there's like the engineering department, or what, engineering pneumatic control or something like that beforehand.
Yeah, it's just past that engineering room, but before that turn into the hall where the nets are.
And you did not see anyone exit that stairwell afterwards, between the time that you retrieved your firearm and the time I got there.
I did not. I retrieved my firearm mere moments before you got there.
And Larry has told me nothing about that. Well, Larry has had very little time to tell me about that because he has been helping a student. By God, he's taken far too damn long doing it. But from what my initial report was, he did not see anyone. So someone has disappeared in the basement of the Roost.
Incredibly concerning.
All right.
I would also like to make a statement for the record that you have advised or have words have advised me, and I will be acting upon said advice to retake gun safety.
Oh no, that's gonna be. You can. It's just gonna be mandatory. I gotta make sure that I set that in place.
No, absolutely.
I'll put you back in the tank, and then I will consider what is happening, and we will see how this all goes.
Absolutely.
After Harrison gives her side.
He used my name.
Absolutely. And I would also like to remind you she is still rather shaken up. Her girlfriend appears to have been drugged. So if I could request some care in that regard on
Fucking
that
fantastic.
subject.
Thank you.
Appears is the key word. Yes. I will use my daintiest indoor voice when dealing with Rivers. Don't you worry.
I know he will because you're a professional, sir. And I respect you.
And I thank you for respecting the law in this town now. Come on. We gotta get moving.
Absolutely. And thank you for your time and professionalism. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to offer a handshake.
He'll shake you back with a firm handshake. Oh, thank you for your cooperation, and like I said, it's good that you're forthcoming about this, and we will make sure that the stories match up, and then we will go from there.
Absolutely.
Stories.
Face gang?
Wrong game. All right.
That was
I
literally
still
in
have the lowest charisma.
nobody in our normal campaign, I think, has ever talked their way out of a situation better than that. And
That
that's
was
a
fantastic. I
that was
can't
a
wait for
charisma-
Harrison's story to definitely match up with it.
Indeed. So
Technically, he
You
didn't
didn't-
really lie much.
Yeah.
No.
There were like a few very small things, but
yeah, I could have had that as like a opposed contest of wits or something like, but one statement's good enough. One roll's good enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Battle of wits.
Battle of wits.
All right.
So he ushers you back
And-
into the dunk tank.
And as we get back to the
Drunk
drunk tank,
tank.
I wanted like the drunk tank. Sorry,
Mhm.
I want to find Harrison and be like, all right, remember, stay calm, just tell the truth. Okay.
And nothing but the
Nod,
truth.
nod.
Help me, Rod, says the half-asleep Scooby.
Are they okay?
Yes, drank
Shake
too
head.
much, sleeping it all.
Understandable.
Scooby is the only conscious one in there right now.
Oh,
And conscious is
He
kind
is.
of in air quotes.
That's a very generous.
They have their eyes open. That's more than most.
the only noise making one at the moment.
Yes.
Including Harrison.
So he ushers you in and then motions for Harrison to lead the way.
I wait just maybe 2 seconds too long and then go. Like just sort of,
gonna under my breath, just like, remember, best of your knowledge.
no response. Just a little
Okay.
nod.
So he sits you
And
down.
as you're walking away, sorry, not to interrupt you.
No,
again,
go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
As you're walking away, remember, breathe.
You best not pass out on me, girl. Anyway, so.
That was
so-
the worst thing he's ever said.
Probably. So he's going to put you in the interrogation room. Didn't describe it well enough to Marshall because it didn't matter. Marshall, it was a nice casual thing. For you though, very sterile. It's a
Not
small
every detail.
every detail.
Honestly,
small.
I've been picturing Brooklyn Nine-Nine this entire time.
Interesting. And Terry
picturing
Crews plays the
Law and
sheriff.
Order.
Yeah, Law and Order being more apt. You're sat down in
Never
this.
seen an episode.
Oh, well, that's can all be good stuff. But still, you're sat down in a white, sterile room. You have a single fluorescent light above you, hard steel metal table, which is bolted to the ground, and you have a chair, which is also bolted to the ground, as does he. He closes the door. This doesn't seem to be one fancy enough for and like one-way mirror or anything like that. No,
Okay, that's my next question.
No, this is a nice, simple one-on-one time.
Can I listen to how the door closes and kind of figure out what type of lock it is?
Roll the is the knowledge stagecraft or repair,
Sure.
either or, whichever's higher.
I won't fight you because it's my second best skill. So
Got to reward you for your majors.
that's a 5.
That's a 5. You can tell you can tell it didn't lock behind you. Second, but you could catch a glance in it. It's one of those handles with the little tiny thing, and
Yeah,
there is a deadbolt
the
above it
latch.
as well.
And did we pass anybody else on the way here? Like, were there offices of people standing there, or is it just a nearby room?
Office. You definitely passed by a few offices. The
Okay.
secretary's desk. So yeah, it wasn't an isolated walk. You were being again because of the APB for a possible thief shooter situation.
Yeah.
People are jostling you going by and all that. Probably a snake got kind of jostled a little wrong.
Yeah,
It's not.
I sit in the chair and
Yeah, some of them are facing the wrong way now. Necks are kind of broken on their little paper mache snakes, but it's been a night.
yeah.
And he sits down, takes out a notepad, flips over a notepad. All right, Rivers. What were you doing tonight when this all went down? Give me your story.
I was with my friends
Why did you go with your friends?
because it's not safe to go by myself.
How did you establish that you were going to go with your friends?
Keri decides most things.
Keri was the only one in contact with with Marshal then to arrange such situation.
To my knowledge, she may have talked with Jackson. I don't like to text.
I keep forgetting.
Specifically Jackson.
I keep forgetting that kid exists. All right. So the four of you. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Marshall, I'm not gonna hold you against that because I keep forgetting Jackson exists, so you can have explained about him.
Oh yeah.
Let's wave that one off. But all right. So the four of you met
No,
up.
I was meeting up with Keri and and Harrison. I don't give a shit
Jackson
about
was
that.
just
To be fair,
there.
Jackson did just kind of show.
Yeah. So you met up with your friends. Where did you meet with your friends?
The Roost.
All right. So you met up at the Roost. Why did you meet up at the Roost?
Seems like a pretty common place that everybody knows, so you don't have to give directions.
Did you notice anything strange going on when this theft supposedly occurred?
There was a man dressed as Velma, but we empowered him.
You noticed an injured student prior to your entering of the Roost, correct?
I noticed the student prior to being injured.
You noticed the student prior to being injured.
I didn't see him be injured. I saw him before he was injured.
How did he get injured?
I don't know.
All right. Then you do not know how he got injured, but you saw him prior to your entering of the Roost.
Yes.
When do you believe this theft occurred of Law's firearm?
I don't have an idea. I don't like guns.
Did you notice anyone, and do you have a description of anyone who has gotten close enough to the man in the Oogie Boogie costume that he may or may not have reached down and snatched a firearm from a holster?
I didn't see anybody get close to him until you, sir.
So you do not believe that someone had snatched said firearm from his costume?
I didn't say that.
Then when do you believe that a firearm could have been snatched from that costume? Do you have a description of a person who may have stolen a firearm from that man?
I stayed near Keri most of the night.
You stayed near Keri, and were you staring at her back the entire goddamn time? Were you not looking around?
No, sir. I typically am taking notes or listening. Marshall likes to be by himself, so I give him a respectable distance.
And you noticed no one approaching your group who was strange?
No, sir. Perception's not my strong suit.
Well, you couldn't have missed the gunshots. Where were you when the gunshots occurred?
Where you found us, sir.
The gunshots happened while you were down in the Roost.
To the best of my knowledge?
Why were you in the Roost?
Remember. Oh man, I'm not gonna sell out Jackson. That would be really funny though.
That would be kind of funny.
We were in the Roost. We were in the Roost because that was the meeting place, and it was cold and loud out, so we went inside to hear. At least that's what I believe. I, again, wasn't paying attention to the plans. I just followed Keri and met up with my friends.
All right. It's a good point for you to roll your persuasion now.
You said that in character voice, and so
Sorry.
I froze and got confused.
I got stuck for a bit.
I was about to say I don't have dice, but I do have dice on my person in character, so.
True. Now it's
persuasion.
yes.
Nope.
With the
with
the fatigue.
The -1.
So that's a -3 because it's untrained.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Awesome.
Do you have any bennies left?
Yeah, I do have 2.
That's good.
He got a 5.
I'm gonna use a Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Double ones.
Well,
Gotta use my.
Luckily, crit fails don't occur. You take the best result of Benny rolls.
Oh.
You're not.
Okay,
You only
and-
crit fail if the first roll is like that. So
Okay.
All right. Let me rewind the life that just flashed before my eyes. And
Honestly.
As
so I
hilarious
got a
as a-
3.
okay. As hilarious as a crit fail would be of you just blurting everything about ghosts, but he doesn't react to that specifically. All right.
Oh man.
I'm just assuming he doesn't believe a word I'm saying anyway. So
I mean, that tracks for his character.
So, You were. So why did you went in the roost because it was cold? You went downstairs in the roost for God knows what reason, and then gunshots went off.
I thought we entered through the downstairs.
There is no entrance.
You got to go
there.
upstairs
Okay.
and. Sorry,
Got
not a
it.
thing. It's the gym. You have the little hallway around the gym, and then
Mhm.
you have the gym, and then within the gym there's a door that then goes down.
Okay. And there's no exit down there.
There's no exit
Correct.
down there. It's old.
Okay, okay.
It's the 60s or 70s. It's safety wasn't
Yeah.
invented yet.
Gotcha.
Or was it the 30s? Either way, you know.
Yes to all.
Yes,
Oh,
to all.
Something.
So then, you were down there when gunshots went off, correct?
Yes. To the best of my knowledge.
And you saw no other figure besides you four kids, and then me
Larry.
and
Larry.
Larry. Did you see Larry prior to your entering of the facility?
No.
Where the hell was Larry? Why was he at the end of the hallway?
That's why we were managed to go down there. We heard him. He seemed to have been stuck or trapped. Well, Marshall heard him.
So he was stuck in the storage room when gunshots went off. And your first response was to go where the gunshots were to untangle or to free him from whatever the hell he got himself into.
I don't know where the gunshots came from. I just knew where Larry was. And if I heard gunshots, I wasn't going to leave him there.
Girl, I do
Well,
not
Marshall
know if you are
wasn't.
brave or stupid.
There's not much of a difference.
No, there is
Good
not.
fucking answer.
Your father is
Very
both,
good answer.
just like
I'm
you.
about to say I can't.
You are
I,
your-
Was that a fucking compliment?
I can't hold her tongue yet right now because she's still pissed.
All right.
Ooh.
So, your account of the situation is you met up with your friends outside of the roost, saw a drunken Velma and did not witness him injuring himself. You then went downstairs because it was cold, gunshots went off, and
I will interrupt him.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't mean to interrupt you, but I will interrupt him. And just go, we went inside because it was cold. We went downstairs because for Larry.
you went downstairs for Larry. Was this prior to the gunshots?
Downstairs, yes. We heard the gunshots before we saw Larry.
All right. So you are upstairs. Hear gunshots go downstairs. Interesting. Very, very
Downstairs,
interesting.
then gunshots.
Downstairs, then gunshots.
Heard Larry, gunshots.
Heard Larry.
Saw Larry.
He's scribbling and rewriting. Larry, gunshots downstairs. All right. Interesting. I'm going to go and get your friend. You can sit here for a bit, and then we are going to discuss things.
I prefer the drunk tank.
Nope, you're going to stay here, and I'm going to go fetch Marshall.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your time to yourself. And he'll get up, close the door, and you hear the chunk of the deadbolt, very obviously. And you have a good 5 to 10 minutes to yourself. Much
Being
longer
fair.
than it should take anyone to go to the drunk tank. But long enough for a break.
10 minutes you say?
10 minutes you say. It's
Interesting.
real
Just
time.
enough time
It's immersion.
just enough time to possibly use the restroom.
Indeed. Actually, that's what I was going to say. All right. So we're going to have a 10-minute break. We'll be right back with what's left of the interrogation and possibly what's left of the semester afterwards.
Woo!
So do whatever you need to do. We'll be back in 10.
I'm in
See
hell.
you soon.
Yeah.
See you soon.
loving as a child.
Oh yeah.
We fixed
Unfortunately,
him.
He's such a douchebag.
I know nothing about him.
Well, good thing we're
It really
back.
is. Hey!
From outer space.
Oh, that's I started that with I know nothing about him. Good.
On your face.
I was trying to see if I'd catch us singing Solo Cup or something.
That'd be fun.
But- whoops.
Hello. I don't want to pay that copyright
True enough. But yes, like we said, professionalism.
Yes.
or something.
Let's be fine.
Or something. But welcome back. So, after Harrison has an abnormally long time with her thoughts, and also it takes a fair while, Law, for the sheriff to finally get back to you, but by the time he does, it's, all right, come on in. I gotta sit you, well, I gotta stand you up in there with her and discuss what is going on.
Absolutely. And when he finds me, I'm playing with like the little paper mache bugs.
Fantastic. So, he walks you into the interrogation room, and he's just stand over by her. We don't got any other chairs.
I'm just gonna awkwardly like.
All right. So, Law, what you seem to be telling is truthful. Rivers is spouting bullshit. So, I can only assume one of two things. Either that there is indeed some sort of thief running about who shoots randomly, or that Rivers happened to steal your firearm and you're covering up for. Or
No.
you're just extremely negligent and maybe you're covering up your own firing of the firearm.
Like an 18-year-old would do.
Indeed. So, I think we can come to a middle ground here, where one of you gets to walk out of here tonight with a little fine, and then the other one has to wait for the judge after being brought in for some minor theft. That's all, nothing that bad. So who's the thief?
It was neither of us.
Marshal, if I may. Sheriff, I understand our complicated relationship, but Marshal has no reason to lie to you. And if you want to, I appreciate your illusion of choice. If you do wish to proceed forward with detaining me for serious charges, understand that I would not be able to leave this premises and therefore have to be next to you until my next legal kin came to release me. So
You're an adult, Rivers. You'll be here not your own accord. You'll be here until the judge gets in after the holiday. You'll meet with her, and we will see what has to go from there, if that is what you are agreeing to.
And here's where I make the eye contact. And just sort of, I'm not agreeing to anything, sir, but if you wish to, while it is well within your legal authority to be here through the holiday, if you wish to explain the situation to my father every day through the holiday, that is also what comes with the decision of brandishing me a gun thief.
Or petty thief. Either way. I think I can take a good old family reunion here. Besides...
Ooh. Can I do another temper check on family reunion?
Yeah, go for it. Spirit, -2 total. 1 for fatigue, 1 for just your general disposition at the moment.
Oh, thank bless. -2, you said?
Yes.
Alright, so that's an 8.
Yeah.
But so I will keep the temper and just sort of say, well,
Also,
Sheriff.
not to interrupt,
Mhm.
but I had to look it up because I'm like,
Mhm.
petty doesn't sound right. Stealing a firearm is a state felony in
Oh,
Texas.
Yeah.
I thought it was a state holiday in Texas.
I'm just saying it wouldn't be petty theft. Like, it's a very serious.
Oh, no. He's making light of a very serious thing
Okay.
as this offer.
And then, yeah, it will be a, and I think you of all people, Sheriff, would know why I would never, on my mother's grave, consider stealing a firearm.
As true as that may be. I just feel like we're wasting everyone's time if someone's not getting put away for something. So your mother be where she is. That had nothing to do with what I'm offering for you two right now.
The time is wasted. It's your decision of how to waste it.
Indeed. I can get you both for something a little more serious than what I'm offering. I can, especially because Rivers here has a pedigree for it. But if you want, I can let one of you more or less off the hook and let the other one have a ride.
I think that decision's been made.
Look between the both of you.
I mean, really, I respect the law, and I believe it is the proper way to go about everything. And as the current official, I do believe your judgment in the matter would be the best suited to make the decision. So while I may have an opinion about it, I do relent that my knowledge and experience is far less than yours.
And let that be a lesson, Rivers. Brown nosing gets you everywhere. Law. You have firearm negligence and trespassing. That's going to be a $150 fine, and you are going to be taking mandatory firearm safety classes.
Absolutely, sir.
Rivers. I'm going to figure out something for you. I don't know what it's going to be. It ain't going to be petty theft no more. The firearm was returned, and I have no evidence of prolonged theft. But you were up to something, and by God, I'm going to get you with something by the time Halloween's up.
And on just a semi-related note, do we have any updates on our friend Keri?
Larry called, says he got her eventually to the nurse or to the wellness center. They are right there right now, and
I'm just
I haven't
picturing
got
the hard cuts to Keri that we're going to for like 3 seconds here and there. Like every time she's mentioned, it's just some sort of ass backward situation.
Oh yes, it's the B plot, the comedy B plot.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it.
Well, now I was gonna say maybe enough time has passed. Now we're getting towards that 3-hour mark. So how would you be reacting coming out of this in the wellness center? As Larry and Jackson, he's trying, and Larry's like, just try. Are you okay now, Miss? I can't. I don't have to leave. I can stay here if you don't feel comfortable in case someone else might come out to do something to you. I trust the nurses here now. The nurses are good people here. But, if something's wrong, you can just say so, and it's going to be, I'm going to try and make it sure that students are safe. That's my job.
I don't want to keep you from your job, sir. I think I'll be alright as long as Jackson stays with me now. Maybe I could get some water.
All right. He'll put his hand on Jackson's shoulder, look him dead in the eyes. Now, you got to be a man. Take care of this little lady now. Go get her some water and make sure she's safe. Yes, sir? All right. And he finally gets on out to carry on with the rest of whatever his job might be that night.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I would have turned the camera off pretty much as soon as the sheriff left. I just wanted to get him ignoring me pleading for help when I said I was drugged on camera.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have that.
You do. Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
07, baby.
Yeah. So I will wait and go through the process of getting drug tested, especially now that we've passed the amount of time that
Yeah, and that takes time as well.
Good.
So, yes. And then back to the sheriff saying, "Law, you can go."
Oh, thank you much, sir.
All right. And then, yeah. So you're ushered out with a ticket, and you're going to have mandatory firearm safety classes, which is going to slightly impact your academics just because it's taking up extra time you don't have.
Yeah.
And then, but
well,
luckily,
I imagine I wouldn't have to deal with my athlete stuff due to that.
it's not that bad. It's good, like I said. So you're just going to impact your. You still have time to practice. This is a good Texas college.
The athletics are taken care of.
The athletics are a priority. Like if you say, if you go into the class like I have practice in about 5 minutes. Oh, you go on now. So you go do what you need to do. Come on back. And afterwards I will give you. It's definitely not it's sheriff doesn't run the class, but they are cutting into your study. Like maybe usually your study time would be between practice and classes and whatnot. That's where this kind of chunk is following, and that's why I'm just going to say -1 to like your end of the semester academic rules.
Okay.
In addition to the $150 fine.
Yeah, I already subtracted that.
Yes, indeed.
You said mine was 50, right?
Yours was 50 just for trespassing, as with Jackson's.
All right, I'll take that out.
Yes, indeed. And Harrison, you luckily, I don't know what day of the week holiday or Christmas or
Thanksgiving.
Halloween.
Halloween.
No.
Halloween 2007.
God damn.
Halloween 2007.
I'm on it.
All right. Scroll back, see what it is. I was just going to guess like a Thursday.
No, not the movie, you fools. Sorry, apparently the movie, one of the Halloween movies.
Of course it did.
Wednesday.
So yeah, you're only being held overnight. But bonus is you got your own cell now.
I will say, I assume the sheriff is leaving me in there, he's not hanging out by the cell and everything. I don't say anything from that moment until right before he leaves, and just sort of, her name was Johnny.
And he might have what?
That's it, and just go back in the corner with my things.
Okay. Caught some, but didn't catch what. But all right. Indeed. Fear
Did
check.
a gun kill your mom?
I'm asking it as if I would know as your roommate. Did a gun kill your mom?
I wouldn't have told you about my mom.
Okay.
Or my dad. I might have insinuated about my dad. Just being it's not a fun situation at home.
And I would have probably left it there. I would have been
'cause-
more curious about the other. But
Yeah, I probably have
wouldn't
never
have pushed
mentioned
it.
my mom died.
Gotcha. We'll never know.
You may never know.
Imagination.
Never know.
Never know.
Just like how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop.
1,
A
2,
A 3.
All
There was a study
right.
done on that, and the average was 1,000 something.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happens?
So nothing eventful.
So nothing eventful. No. So what happens is the next day. Sheriff comes up to you again in your little cell, and he's gives out a nice exhausted sigh and just. So no shooter was ever found, and we're still on the we're still looking for someone. I trying to convince people it's you, but no one believes me. Funny how the world works like that.
It's very funny.
I have 10
No comment.
athletic build.
But situational evidence says that you may have been the reason why the firearm was lost as well. So, instead of meeting at the judge, you are also getting a firearm negligence fine and trespassing. You also have to attend those classes.
Certainly. Very important question.
Mhm.
Did anybody come to pick me up?
No.
Okay.
You're
You've had
allowed
enough
one
for
free
one
call.
episode.
It seems that no. It's he's just like
I do have one free call. Sorry.
I mean, yes, if you do you, he actually never took away your cell phone. Not that you're as familiar with it. So I do want to say
But you do have me on speed dial.
I probably would have just texted Keri like that I was okay and that like I'll be here in the jail overnight. It's not worth raising trouble over. And I assume you would try and protest, but that's probably when I would drop the wouldn't want to get my dad involved. And that's it.
And I would probably respond with something like,
Long
yeah,
text.
I'm stuck at the wellness center with Jackson anyway. Gotta play this out till the end.
Yes. But also, fun fact is Harrison, when you get back to the dorms, you do have a car. Everyone has a car of some sort. We haven't rolled on the malfunction on your car.
I have a bike.
You have a bike.
We talked about
You didn't
we
have
talked
a
about
car.
this.
Never mind.
Yeah,
you don't
There's
have...
just the car.
Never mind. Okay. All right, then that's good. So, you still have these things. So, also your academics will be affected as well. You'll be testing at a -1. The fatigue is gone. It'll be at a net 0. The fatigue is
no
gone.
more fatigue. Thank fuck.
24 hours-ish past. So, yeah, you're still groggy the next day, but now it's... You have this weird thing. Actually, who has lacrosse?
I think I put it in my bag.
All right, draw a card for me, please.
Oh, balls.
Where is the deck? Hey, bottom right there. Do you have to reshuffle everything first?
I mean, shuffle. Yeah, I'd reshuffle.
I don't know how to do that.
It doesn't have to be too thorough. It's just I trust you to do a good shuffle.
No, I don't know how to put the cards back in.
Yeah, they're using Roll20.
Oh no, I say if you want to use your real card, real deck, for effect.
I'm not sure where those
Okay.
are. Wait,
We've rearranged this apartment so many times I don't know where it is.
yeah, it's the
That's
whole okay, everything goes over here, everything's here, and now they all go.
Oops.
Let me recall all. All right.
Like I see the draw option.
Yep.
but-
So draw or just click and drag above your character somewhere, because this is a separate deck. This was the chase deck.
Oh.
All right. So I think you have a hand.
I just drew something, but I don't know where it is.
I think it's above your name. Lower left-hand corner.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Yep. Well, I mean, so you can have a hand.
it's that.
Six
of diamonds?
of diamonds. Okay.
If you're passing them out.
I could. No, it's just the one. Because it seems that there's a little bit of strangeness throughout the day. It's just I gotta find the table for it.
Of all the people,
Of all the people, of course. I
the
mean,
doubting Thomas.
it's gotta be.
I also am. I have a thing that draws them to me.
That's right. Yeah.
I did that. I fucked myself over on purpose.
A little bit. There we go. It was further down. So 6 of diamonds. Clubs, hearts, diamonds. So, yeah, you wake up and you're still in that. You still have the grogginess of the fatigue from the ghost appearing. But for some reason, in your little dorm room, for just the first 5 minutes of the morning, the entirety of the soundscape of your room is screwed. It's screwy. Everything is like slow and deep and difficult to understand. You try and talk, but everything is... It's just, you're trying to actively wake up and just something, it's, things are a little weird. But then after 5
I don't know if I would have made sound.
True, but still, your steps and the noise going throughout the day. You notice, like you set a cup down for coffee or whatever, and the clacking just causes a reverberation that you feel like you should see. But after about 5 minutes, that passes.
Okay. I'll take it as 5 minutes from the first time I make sound as opposed to waking up, just because
Either or.
I'd let it take a while. Yesterday was some shit. I'm tired. Fuck knows how long I was at the wellness center.
With Jackson.
With Jackson.
He helped. It's fine.
He didn't unhelp, I guess.
He was present.
Yep.
But what are you doing in regards with the cross?
I don't even know if I would be thinking about it. It would probably just stay in my bag that I bring with me, like in my something.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd probably be on me, but I wouldn't be like actively thinking about it.
Okay. So how many days of weird things happening to you pass before you remember this exists?
When does Harrison get home?
The next day.
Does Harrison talk to me about it?
Do I notice? How would I notice something's up with you? I look a hot fucking mess too,
Like-
coming in.
Yeah, so one, on the second day, do weird things happen to only me or both of us?
It seems to be, well, you don't know. Draw another card.
Oh,
Okay.
I have had a week.
And it's just going to continue.
Ten of spades.
Ten
Okay,
of
okay, okay.
spades.
Yeah.
Roll me a d100.
Good!
Oh. Do I have to as well, or just
No, just,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You need mine.
No. I want ones that feel like Keri. I'm getting... I just need the tens.
Oh man, and I biked there too. I'm exhausted.
You probably just pass out.
I look terrible.
Yeah, the
It's
day
bedtime.
after is probably it's a recovery
Rest.
day. It's
I
a
smell
rest
like
day.
rust and sweat and like whatever was
Okay.
in the Scooby-Doo costume. We didn't ask questions. Like,
Hell.
Yeah.
You smell like hell. 86.
So the fun thing is, while you two are sitting around either waiting for classes to start up again, or maybe it's lunch, but we're gonna go with
Is it so it's the day after?
It's the day after Harrison gets back. At some point throughout the day, you two are getting ready to go to, I'd say, go to meet Law for lunch or something.
biscuits.
Yes,
Biscuits and gravy.
biscuits and gravy. Law, they don't show up for an hour and a half.
I don't blame him.
Yep. So, do you see, and
Permanently unbothered at
But
all
for-
times.
you
Just
two,
Shoot Keri a text like, "Yo, you good?"
Probably.
well, that's the thing. You two immediately, you never notice a text notification. You immediately get up and you go right to the place.
So Marshall does not receive my text message at all.
So
But you never received Marshalls.
you received Marshall's, but you never got a notification. At some point,
That's obnoxious.
from your perspective, you immediately went to the waffles. For Law, you were-
Biscuits.
biscuits. For Law's perspective, you were an hour and a half, 89 minutes late.
Oh, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Y'all get
that
a flat or something?
throws Harrison.
I
way
thought it was
off.
the opposite. I thought
Sorry.
you meant Marshall was an hour and a half late. Okay.
No,
It's
sorry,
fine, yeah,
Marshall.
late.
To Marshall's perspective, yeah, you two are late.
Where this is when you said to meet.
Well, yeah, if I said an hour and a half later.
Hour and a half. Or is there a clock? I have a watch on. I assume.
yeah, what time?
Your
What
watch
time
is
do we say?
your watch is already 89 minutes behind.
Just sort of look at Keri. And just like, Harrison's never late. So it's like
Shit, when daylight savings time again?
How are we both? Oh, Marshall, I'm so. Here are biscuits. I'm so.
Sweet.
How?
Fuck knows. Jackson must have played a prank on us, turned the clocks back or some shit.
That's not funny. Why would he do that?
'Cause it's Jackson. Why would he do anything?
Tardiness is not a joke.
I agree with that.
That's adorable.
What if we were late for class?
Were we?
Were we? Were we?
I'm gonna say only Harrison is.
Fuck!
Nah, I ain't got classes till 9. Till 9. 9.
I schedule
Like, I ain't got classes till 4.
Yeah, I got like one on Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday. I got like a shit ton, but then Friday I'm off the second half of the day.
I'm done by 2 p.m. every day.
Yeah, this is Friday. Like
Everything's done.
you schedule just enough time for lunch, maybe 45 minutes at most. So yeah, you are 45 minutes late for a class.
Class A.
Class A, according to Law's clock.
I have to go, and I'll just take my things and run to whatever class I'm supposed to be in. I'll take one biscuit with me.
Oh yes, and yeah, you definitely got. It's so unlike you to be late with whatever class you show up to, history or something.
I don't understand.
Blame your roommate.
Something's wrong with my what? Never. Something's wrong with my wife.
I'm pretty sure I probably constantly tell you to blame your roommate for things, and you absolutely refuse every time.
No. Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
But still, yeah.
There seems to be a recurring theme here of how I treat my compatriots.
Well,
here, have 20 more gold.
we don't operate on a gold system here in Texas. So, that happened. That's weird. But, dinner classes, things like that happen. You want to discuss it?
Not to me.
Yeah, that was weird. That happened.
But that wouldn't be... Actually, that might be enough to where... It's almost enough already for Harrison to suspect something supernatural.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, technology finicky. I don't know, man.
Maybe brush across the cross in your purse. Or not purse, you had it in your jacket, didn't you?
I guess...
I kept it in a bag.
Yeah.
So in my purse.
You keep it in you brush across in your bag probably at one point during some of the shenanigans.
Yeah, and...
Yeah, if I'm going through it trying to like pay for biscuits.
There you go.
If anything, I pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
You're still hanging on to that?
Ah, shit, I forgot I was even in there.
The deep sigh from Harrison.
Ooh, y'all fucked up if Harrison signed.
I'll fuck up multiple times a day, I guess.
Do I? I guess, can I roll a cult to see if, to inspect it, I guess?
Yeah, roll cult to inspect it.
So, how does me rolling a cult work? Because I don't believe in it, but I know so many things.
Basically, it's a pop culture cult. So
it's what I learned from my roommate occult.
It's what you learned from your roommate occult, or what you learned on Supernatural occult.
Because of my roommate. Okay, can I also then roll?
Yeah, if you still have that bonus for this semester, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I got an 8.
All right. So, and just see what's the other result.
I got a 9.
All right. So the
My
thing
D4
is,
exploded twice.
nice. So yeah, now that you don't have fatigue, it's wonderful. So, you two are able to. You don't know immediately. You haven't seen it in anything else where like, I know exactly what this thing is. Its title and everything. No, but due to the way it's crafted, you can tell that the cross wasn't the initial shape. That was carved out in a strange way. You can tell by how the patterns go, where these kind of fractal patterns that are not interlacing, but like spiraling in on themselves, they get cut off at weird points. Normally those things are whole in whatever sense fractal shapes can be. And so it's...
Well, like Celtic knots?
Yeah, kind of like Celtic knots, but some of those are cut off.
But they cut off?
Yes,
Okay.
So they were cut off into the shape of a crucifix. So something has altered the initial shape of this thing. And as much as Keri does, your brain says the occult says one thing, but your brain then says another. For Harrison, you immediately think this probably holds some power. Power in this kind of circumstance always does come at a price. But there's some sort of power within.
I've read your books.
Yeah, you read through the books. So, as much as you might roll your eyes, you still remember power has a cost, and that objects can hold power, usually through these patterns, or through its original intent on whoever was making it. You can't tell exactly what it is or the history of it, but by looking at it with your occult knowledge, you can go, yes, this is something weird. Yes, this can do something. And yes,
Okay.
this is also, and there's a price to what it does. Or for its existence.
Okay. So whatever free time I would have next,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would do my best to study if there was any kind of like basically what I could do like for an identify spell. Like anything to just like give me the properties or see what it would react to.
Investigation.
Oh, I'm actually good at that.
That's what this is for, yes. A long
Thank
period
God.
of time doing research.
Oh yeah, there we go. 10.
A 10 is interesting. Because I'm going to say with a 10, you have connections with the library supervisor, correct?
I do.
You do.
That would be Mr. Reeves. Right.
Yes.
It's
Well, the interesting thing about that is that during your time both studying ancient history of various cultures and also the occult implications that they have within them, you pique the interest of Reeve. Dang it.
Rive. I think it was Rive.
You know, that one.
Yeah, that one. And I gotta find their section here. But yeah, it turns out that there is. Also, I never got to accurately describe them or her, because again, I can't find the page. Or is that in the? It's in the other book. Silly me. No, because but yeah, Reeve is an interesting person because she is young for the most like. She's older than college students, but she's young as in she's in her early 30s.
Thank you.
Yes, but she has strangely stark white hair.
Oh, I've known a couple people who went gray in their 20s. Yeah,
Oh yeah, but this is
I'm jealous.
yeah, but this is not gray. This is cloudy, misty, or like cloudy white.
Ooh, pretty.
Yes.
Still jealous.
I don't comment on it.
Right.
Because she's too friendly. It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. No, that's understandable.
That's why Harrison and Keri are friends, because Keri's not that friendly.
But it's permanently comfortable at all times.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But she's going. I think I have someone who can help you with some of those things.
Oh, okay.
I need you to. Oh crap! I mixed up the description. Sorry. Reeves doesn't have the white hair. Reeves is,
Oh.
but. And come back. Say come back the next day or on the weekend or something. I can show you to someone who can help. And she introduces you to Asanya Alvarez. She is the younger woman in her early 30s whose hair is prematurely white. And
It's, say the name again. I'm sorry.
Sonia Alvarez. She's a very serious or strict-looking woman. So she dresses more seriously than the librarian does. The librarian who earlier was talking about old college secret societies and all this
Yeah, and the paperclip on her
the paperclip
shirt.
and whatnot. No, the Sonia dresses like she should be the librarian in her 50s. She'd be the one going shh. So
I'm much more comfortable with her.
yes.
That tracks.
So what is the purpose of your research?
This seems to be altered to fit either a thing or do a thing. I can't find anything that lines up with it, or what it used to be, or what it's trying to be.
How did you acquire that?
How did we acquire this?
We took it out of a medal in the trophy case.
Oh yeah. It's actually from the school trophy case. We're doing it for a project for Professor McClanahan.
Ah, McClanahan. He put you up to that. Interesting. I'll have to talk with him later. But
Am I with her?
Yeah, I think
you could
it's
be,
the
yeah.
two of us, isn't it?
Can I whatever the fuck insight is?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
That whole sentence?
notice is the are you lying?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. It's not are you lying,
think
it's
it's
are
like
what are
vibes.
you hiding?
Well, notice again would be if she's lying, you would be able to determine if she was hiding or not. Vibe check, the home ruled vibe check is just, what are her vibes
Spirit?
like? That's the spirit of just, what are her vibes?
Am I able to do both?
I
I
just
say
figured
one or the other.
I figured McClanahan got that kind of response with everybody.
Fair, but yeah, I'll do notice.
All right, do it.
That's a 4.
It's a 4. You don't think she's making something up? She immediately associates whatever is happening with McClanahan and yes, I'm going to talk with him later. She
And her name one more time? I'm so sorry.
Sonia Alvarez.
Okay.
But with supervision, I think I have some other pieces that may help with your investigation if I'm allowed to participate.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't see why not.
We'll take it. Yes.
Fantastic. You're to tell no one, correct?
I just nod
About
silently.
About where we're going.
We went somewhere?
We're about to go somewhere. So
No, we're
please.
not.
Yes, we are. So please, 1 second. And she's going to step into the back room
Did
or
she
whatever
just not
office.
get it?
No,
No,
she
she's
doesn't.
very literal.
Very literal.
Okay.
We share a look of just where I'm like,
And she was at a desk it's some obscure corner of the library. It's not the main desk. It's one of those off to the side. It was in like a quiet zone, obviously. And what she does is behind her desk in like what would have been an office, please come in quickly. And
okay.
as long as you follow in behind her,
Yeah.
she closes the door behind, locks it, and she pulls a book out of a bookshelf, and a bookcase moves to the side to lead 2 stairs that lead down, down. And then there's another door down there, but this one has like the airlock kind of thing where it's like, it's preservation. Please put on these gloves. She hands you all gloves.
Oh.
It's not damaging any of the older texts. You are about to enter what we call the Special Reserves. You are to tell no one of its existence. These here are books and resources that are to explain particular artifacts and or happenings that have occurred within the area. They're only for a select few, and you all seem to be tangled up in that mess, especially if McClanahan is the one putting you up to it. So, please.
Keri, do you mind holding the books? I don't like gloves. I'm just like constantly fidgeting with them and.
Oh yeah, I'm used to doing this. I just usually have Ziploc bags in my purse because it's cheaper.
I eventually have like just my hands under my coat.
Yeah, even though it's still, please still leave those on. I'm sorry if it's uncomfortable. It's just we can't have the dander may also or the dirt in the fingernails. Yes, it's just. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Are you
Yeah,
part of
it's
the protectors?
The what? Excuse me. No.
just mortified.
Did she say no?
She said no.
Who are they?
They are a group of people who existed back in the 60s, I believe. Wait, 60s. 40s, I believe.
70s.
40s. In the 40s, I believe. And they themselves claim to be hunters. What resulted of that is mixed, and the records are flimsy, mostly because there was a large fire during that time.
Yes.
So, we know of
Is
its
that what
existence.
killed Nina Castle?
That we do not know. There may be newspaper articles, but I believe that was a homicide.
Oh, really?
Burned body in gym. If the body was burned elsewhere, or if the rest of the building was burned, it would be considered accident, but it's somehow a homicide. Unsolved.
You said hunters. That's not a. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that's a
That's not a food
angle
thing.
that we've used.
We've not heard that term before. No.
Yeah, associated with them.
Hunters of the supernatural.
Oh, we didn't know anything about them. I just guessed my way into the truth.
I just
Damn
assumed I just assumed that Jacob forgot.
Oh, no. It was just, like, she took us to a fucking secret chamber and talked about ghosts like they were real, and so I asked if she was part of the secret thing that the ghost was in. That's the whole
absolutely
that was
mortified.
it.
This hunters of the okay. Do you know if they allegedly again just kind of playing to her skepticism? Do you know if they supposedly allegedly found anything?
Possibly.
Or?
The fact that they believe that they protected people from these things but had no records of their protecting leads to an iffy consensus. It may or may not have.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We won't be long, I promise.
Don't worry, I'll be assisting.
Fantastic.
So, roll investigation
Yeah,
again, this time at a +2.
Oh yeah.
But you are aiming for, well,
1 second.
we'll see.
And it was burned body in the gym?
Yes, burned body in the gym. On the seal. And
On the seal?
Yes. And for all her knowledge, she only gives you a +1. So for whoever is leading this investigation.
And never solved.
I assume I'm leading the investigation, unless yours is really good.
I have a trained D6.
Me too.
Okay, so I should
Either
roll
way.
my own.
Whoever rolls higher, I guess.
Yeah.
Traditionally, you have to declare, but for now, I'll allow.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Moving forward.
9.
All right.
So +1 is a 10.
Excellent. I was looking for that hit with a raise for the full rundown of what's going on. So,
I was born in 19...
no. But with just a hit, you would have known that this was an Aztec artifact, which was then claimed and repurposed, as Christians are ought to do.
What?
Never.
In Texas?
In Texas? No.
Right.
Well, funnily enough, this would have been Aztec that then got stolen back to Britain, which then would have somehow ended up in Texas.
That checks.
It happens. But so this was originally this would have been from a spearhead. Though I would have said if you had only gotten like a 4, the designs are kind of vague. But reading into these special books, you also get to kind of scroll through, and if you're taking the Aztec myth at face value, it shows or describes the banishing of their demons with this spear, with Lagranza's spear.
Do we see anything that matches or is similar to the runes that we saw, the demons / puppets to Keri?
And also, can you spell that name?
It's Lagarza, Garza.
Okay.
I drove one of those in high school.
Yes. But yep, you get that that spear would have been used to banish demons. And so there might be, you don't know exactly what this, but this might have something to do with it. But you do know that usually the warrior who carried this would be cursed. And that's kind of the only vaguety you got with that was the warrior who wielded this was cursed. So the specifics, none. That gets hazy.
No pictures, no sketches, anything like that?
Some have probably like pictures of one where the rats surrounding the warrior's feet. There's another one where the sun is just shining directly in his eyes.
Oh, so just like a shit ton of minor inconveniences forever?
Possibly.
And nothing that lines up with the runes that we've seen, or the cross design, or...
Well, that does line up with the cross design.
Okay.
That's what... The cross design is the same as the spear's design. And you knew through
You can tell it was cut down from the head of the spear.
And then white people happened, and they took the Aztec stuff and tried to make it their own.
And the pictures show the person wielding the spear is cursed?
Actually, scratch that. As much as... Sorry, I read through this again. It's like, oh, no, it's not cursed because of what it does. You would know from your from cross study, it's not cursed in descriptor. Like they wouldn't say, "Ah, yes, the spear was cursed." No, you know that usually objects that are taken from dead people and then misshapen can carry the harmful spirit, vengeful spirit of whoever was remaining. So you
Cross
can
studies.
cross studies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. So you notice that, yeah, you're able to put together. Oh yeah, these people got slaughtered, and then they took their
bag.
relics and misshapen them. So someone's vengeful spirit probably cursed it.
And do we know if there's like a bunch of relics on the school grounds or just like this one?
That you don't know. You were fine tuning you're fine tuning it to just this what you have. But with the additional resources, that's how you're able to get this whole kind of history.
Okay.
So yeah, so you have a cursed object that may or may not be able to do something to demons.
Cool.
Are we? I understand the sensitivity of these texts. Would we be allowed to take a picture of any pages or
No
I'll
flash.
turn the flash off.
Thank you.
no flash? No flash.
But wait, I'd rather you not. Just in case anyone steals your camera.
That makes sense. Can do you mind if we take? Are we allowed to take notes? Like, have we been taking notes this whole time?
You can take some notes, yes, please. Just well, it's almost the same as the picture, but still, do not lose the notes. The
I'll
notes
make
are your
sure
own.
nobody else can understand them.
Yeah, we're like letting her watch the whole
And
time.
she looks at. Do you think Keri has bad handwriting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a fucking psych major.
She looks at Keri's notes and goes, "Ah, they're safe. Okay."
Yeah,
It
we share a
probably
look.
looks something like this.
Oh, that could be so much worse.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make it legible so I understand when I
Yeah.
read back next session.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alvarez and I share a look of like, yeah, I know. Like,
But that's the information you get on that, and really, it's the question comes down to what do you do with it?
we should take this to Marshall and see what he thinks.
Sure, that's fine.
Thank you very much, if there's anything we can do to help you out in the future, just let us know.
I'll make sure to, and just remember to not mention this place. Though, if you do wish for further research with supervision,
Yes.
or in certain times of the day, sometimes I may be available to you.
Do you mind if I look for one? Do you have any of the 74 or 47? I forget.
47.
1947 yearbooks that aren't damaged down here?
The fire has prevented that from happening.
Was that a no?
Or that is a no, because we have more of the. We are more privy. The special reserves are more of a. It's where we have much older texts. It's not so much for preservation of school history as it is for the preservation of history as a whole.
Right, but you'd think that the protectors might be part of history?
They are, but that's the school's job to kind of like, I know of them, I've read of them. But that's the
Do
school's
you have
job
any
to.
of those articles about speculation towards Nina's death or maybe her sweetheart or anything like that?
I may have something for you. Give me a few days, or give me until next semester. I'll draw up some stuff for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything you got about her, the protectors would be wonderful.
Cool, excellent. I'll be on your way.
Much appreciated.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Yes.
I wheelie you out of there.
That's fine.
All right.
Less dust than foot soaps.
So yeah,
We-
y'all meet
Take
up for
them back to
biscuits
Marshall.
again.
I like to think, Marshall, you have the same seat in the lunchroom all the time, and so it's like you never left. Like we left you, and then come back and you're in the same spot with just a different
should
outfit.
we late again?
This time with like a bunch of law books or law enforcement books.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we just, for the sake of brevity, tell all that to Marshall.
What does Marshall think?
Wow. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest.
Well, I don't know if we should I don't know how we could return relics or put things to rest. I don't know if something's after Nina or if something's after us, and using Nina as cover, or Yeah, and just continuously chipmunk chattering stream of consciousness.
Also, Sonia's gonna get us information on Nina and the Protectors. We'll find out a little bit, and I will explain what we just learned.
I
So-
think we should.
I don't know, maybe you'd feel better trying to put things to rest once we have the whole picture.
Yeah, absolutely. Jumping to conclusions ain't the best.
Also, Marshall and I are going to be under a pretty close watch, it sounds like, over the next few weeks, so you might have to run solo on a couple of things.
Oh, right. Well, that'll be interesting. Sure.
We believe in you.
That's what matters.
This channel you in a Marshal.
Yes. Like, Harrison takes a second to realize that you're not kidding. And then,
Yes.
Oh,
Can't
boy.
believe I fucking said that.
I know, like, it hurts to say, I know.
But it's great.
Maybe they'll hear about you.
So then just double checking. So you're going to keep a hold of that object for the rest of the semester?
Do weird things keep happening?
Yes. We're not going to draw a thing every time, but I'll go back to the page that has it and just do a smattering of, like, each day it's different things at random points of the day. If you were to keep on to it, it would be whenever it's relevant during the day I would end up drawing.
It's actually almost a natural narrative shift where everything was very Harrison heavy, and then like we're getting to the end of season 2, into now beginning of season 3, and now we're going into Keri, like in the Doubting Thomas with the constant weird things happening.
Yeah, I would probably, like, if weird enough things eventually kept happening, I would probably hide it in our room somewhere without telling Harrison where.
Then the weirdness is localized to your room.
And that's fine.
I'm so tired.
That's reasonable. And I've lost the chart again because it's too late. But still, no, remember one was like D6 mice appear at your feet, or you.
That's so funny.
Yep.
No.
Or another one is you hear a baby's cry, but no matter what, you can't find the source of it.
That'd be obnoxious anyways.
Yes. So you're holding on to it for now. We'll figure out what you're doing with that next semester.
Mm-hmm.
Final two things we have is academics. So
Yeah.
we have to roll for your tests
right.
for your majors.
Let's do it.
You're still at +0, Keri. Law and Marshall and Harrison are at a -1 because of their gun classes taking some precedent.
I'm at 0 because I have a test taker.
Yep, you have test taker, so that helps
Sure.
negate that. So do roll those exam results.
And that's just smarts?
that's your major skill.
Oh, right.
Whatever
And
skill,
Still the
yeah.
exploding die.
5.
And it's still freshman year, so it's still difficulty 0. You got a 5.
-1,
Yep.
so
4.
4.
You pass. And once you pass, roll 2d6.
I got a 9.
All right, you pass.
You said 2d6?
You roll 2d6 twice and take whichever result you like.
I got 5 on both, so 10.
So 10. And then
I roll 2d6, you roll 2d6 twice, and take whichever one you want, because you pass with flying colors.
Oh,
Yes,
I don't know
and-
which one I like until you
well,
tell
I'll
me
tell
that.
you, but first I was just making sure.
okay.
And then Keri, and then Harrison, did you pass?
I got a 4.
Okay, good. So and then
I
I'll
have a
go
5 and a 6.
and I'll go clockwise. So Law, you got a 10.
Yeah.
Want to grab a drink? Another student takes an interest in you. Give you +2 charisma when dealing with him or her. I'll think of them for next time.
Okay.
And then Harrison?
I just rolled 2d6?
Yes.
Alright, don't add anything, or... To the...
Yep, no anything, just add them together.
Oh, just add them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Teacher's pet. You caught an eye of a professor. The teacher's attitude towards you increases 1 level on the reaction table in Savage Worlds.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
so...
I don't know.
Hey, if Sonia really likes you or something, that's a good thing, yeah?
I don't think Sonia's related to my
yeah,
major,
Sonia's not a
unfortunately.
teacher. So basically,
Ah.
you can pick a class. Either it could be theater. Let's do theater. You know, since you're construction, the arts
Sure.
department, someone in the arts department has taken a liking to you, so you have a +2 to just dealing with them. If you, or no, sorry, you have they are favorable. They're friendly. They're not, or they're favorable, but they're not friendly yet. But they're, they're going to, they're
like
going to help you
better.
Yeah, they're going to help you without you bribing or anything.
All right, so +2 to interacting, you said?
No,
or
it's
just favorable.
Sorry, it's just favorable. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you give me your 2 results.
I had a 5 and a 6.
Reroll one of them because those are both the same exact thing. It's a 5-6.
That's funny. Reroll 1?
Reroll just one of them, yeah.
Yeah, 2d6, but just roll 1.
7.
All right, so administrative privilege is 5 or 6. Someone in the administration likes you, for now. You get the connections edge with a non-teacher at ETU Dean's Choice until your next advance, so that could be Sonya. Or, lucky 7. Something you did this semester paid off in karma. You get 1 extra Benny each session until your next advance. So next semester you get an extra Benny.
Fuck.
On top of your 4.
Yeah.
While you're thinking about it, does this replace our temporary edges from before, like my Glenn Mac contact and my access to the history wing?
Okay. No.
No.
I believe these are just, it's the... Actually, wait.
Because it's the end of the semester.
Well, some
are
are until your next advance, and some are not. So, administrative privilege is the connections edge, which is connections edge with a non-teacher is next advance. Lucky 7 is next advance. There's another one that just gives you money that doesn't disappear. The charisma one, is just forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's
wow.
Yeah, the other one is something you discover something, whatever. You learn something.
All I have written down is that contacts with Glenn Mac and then access to history wing is what I got.
And I had a temporary +2 on occult.
Yeah, so your temporary +2 on occult that wasn't one of these.
Yeah, that was
something else.
Figure this out.
Does it go away?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, your +2 they'll go away. Sorry, and then we'll figure this out. But yeah, we'll be figuring this out for next session, though. Yeah. Also, everyone, what are you doing for this next semester? Are you continuing to be an athlete?
Shit, I have no idea.
I feel like after the barely passing, I should take some time to study.
Okay. And was that?
I will probably have to decide for next time.
Actually, that's reasonable because it might be a while before we get back to ETU. I believe
that's right.
Next Tuesday we're going back to Skull Check.
Yeah, should be.
Because
drum roll.
Francesca's back, I think.
Francesca comes back.
Yes. Not to put any pressure on them but yes.
I just assume they're already nervous, so I just go from there.
Yeah.
Also, yes.
If there is a change, our Twitter will have that update. So
if Twitter hasn't burned by
then, we might also branch out if we do.
I'll figure it out.
If we do, figure it out, or we'll figure out where to post and when. But until then, just default to the tweets and whatnot.
Yep, and we'll put links on Twitch if Twitter dies.
Yes. To be fair, nothing. What does someone say? No websites get the gift of death. It's always a slow burn down.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, no one gets a clean death on the internet. And that's how you end ETU. At least again, we may come back to this if the need arises. But right now, mysteries have happened. Mysteries have been solved. Family issues have been brought up. Good times.
I thought Dad was gonna come to the station and I was having an attack.
We didn't have time for that. That would have added another hour onto the session.
At least.
And a year off my life.
Oh,
I work
boy.
in like 4 hours.
Get some sleep.
Yes.
Have some good nights, everyone. We will see you all later.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Good night, friends.
Night. Bye.